Right, good evening members and welcome to this full council meeting of Ramsgate Town Council, and good evening to any residents or anybody else who's watching us this evening. You're very welcome to stay with us. Right, first item please, can you just turn your mobile phones off or put them to silent while the meeting's taking place? This is like desperate Ramsgate.
Can I just ask, is that the only paperwork tonight, Arlene?
No, you should. There's an agenda there, Trevor. Oh, thank you. Right, okay. Item 1, apologies.
We have apologies from Councillor Moore, Makinson, Driver, Wing and Ovenden.
Right, anybody else got any other apologies at all? No, thank you. Are there any declarations of interest on the items on the agenda, members? No. That silence is a no, thank you. Item 3, public participation. We have no public request to speak at council. Part 2 of that is a report from county councillors on matters directly related to Ramsgate. Trevor, Councillor Chonk, have you got anything you wish to say in relation to that?
There's a lot happening.
Okay.
Myself and Terry Mole invited Zoe from the pie factory up to Maidstone, so we had a long discussion there. Don't know what the outcome is, but we are trying.
So did Zoe come up?
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant.
So lots of going on at the moment. I'm opening up there Friday for a cash up. I can't say any more than that.
Right, so there's
but
nothing definite.
We'll let her speak on her behalf. She knows that.
Yeah.
It's inside and out. So it was quite good to have that one-to-one.
Yeah. So is there...
I think things have been on hold temporarily.
Yeah, I gathered that, but is there a committee that it's got to go to? Do you know what that is?
On Monday on one committee, which is a regular committee.
But if you could just keep us posted on that, that'd be brilliant. Yeah, fingers crossed indeed. Thank you.
Very done well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Councillor Green?
Useful to know which committees.
But that's what I was asking, which committee that it would go to. Could you find that out, Councillor Chong?
So what would
that would go to, or if
it's got to be, is it regeneration? Maybe, I don't know. I mean,
I really don't know how KCC are structured, so I don't know what committees that they have. Yeah. Okay.
And would be responsible.
Good idea. Good question.
Yeah, anything like that.
There's still quite a few positions. Unfortunately, some of they're new boys, and they're all gone in and signed in. But if you don't watch out, you'll be there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's not a job you want to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. There is home life outside, even not reading. So I should leave it there. If I find out, I will find out.
Yeah, that'd be brilliant. Thank you very much. Thank you. Right, that's item 3 done. Item 4. Minutes of council meetings, and that's to approve the minutes of council held on the 28th of May 2025. And members, any questions on those minutes at all? No, I propose accept the minutes. Councillor Links is seconded. All in favour, please show. Thank you, that's carried. Move on to the long bit now. Item 5, finances. We have 9 parts to this item. I will take them one at a time. Item 1 of 5 is to receive a report of payments. Council is asked to note the payments authorised by the Town Clerk and Finance Officer between the 1st to the 30th of June 2025, totalling £14,627.12p, and approve the payments above the threshold delegated to the Town Clerk and RFO between the 1st and the 30th of June 2025, which in total is £62,496.07p. Any questions, members, on that? No, so I propose then that we note, as we've been asked to, and a seconder for the noting, please. Councillor Nixie, all in favour, please show. Thank you, that's carried. Item 2 of 5, to receive a note, sorry,
We need
have I missed one? Sorry?
to approve the other payments. One is note, one is approved.
Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon.
I propose we approve the second.
I second it, yeah.
All in favour then, please, sorry about that, I was
it's
taking the
fine.
first part of it.
That's fine.
Right, item 2 of 5, to receive and note the financial statement, open brackets, cash books, close brackets, for the 24-25 financial year. The details contained therein informed the annual governance and accountability return. There you go, you anything to say on that at all?
No, this is produced by VH system, finance system, ready for it to be fed into the AGAR, or the annual return. It's absolutely fine. We have just started moving over to Scribe. We've changed from Edge to Scribe. We're populating that and learning that system. So your reports will be different going forward once we've got it all populated up to the end of June. Okay, but yeah, this reports to the annual return.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any questions relating to that? Members, do you agree to note the report?
Yeah.
Right, thank you. So I just take it from
Thank
me
you.
to agree.
Yeah.
All right, item 3 of 5. As per the financial regulations, please consider and reconfirm that staff salary payments should continue to be made by the BACS system.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's the way it should be anyway. Yeah, so all in favour of that? Yeah, thank you very much. Right, so item 4 and 5. We're going it all up right now. As per the financial regulations, please consider and confirm the payment by variable direct debit is acceptable in relation to payments for electricity, gas, water, internet, telephone, HR, photocopier and leased vehicles.
Yes.
Yeah, all in favour? Agreed, thank you. Item 5 of 5, to consider the findings of the review of effectiveness of the system of internal control, and that's at page 3 of the annual governance and accountability return for the year ending 31st of March 2025, and a covering letter from the internal auditor. Members, any questions on that? Anything you want to say on it at all?
Can we just say well done to the Deputy Town Clerk?
Got away with it again.
I'll second that. Oh, okay. Okay, all in agreement? Agreed? Thank you. Item 6, to review and approve the risk register for year ending 31st of March 2025. Any comments on that, members, at all? Members agree?
Yeah. Wow.
Thank you.
You guys are motoring.
Item 7, 5, to approve the annual governance statement by resolution, open bracket, section 1 of page 4 of the annual governance and accountability return from the year ending 31st of March 2025. Again, members, any comments on this particular item? If that's a no, then I'll propose acceptance to approve the annual governance statement. And seconder, please, because I require. Councillor, all in favour, please show. Thank you. I've done it differently that way because it's to do with the governance, and I just wanted to make sure we covered that way. Right, item 8 of 5, to approve the accounting statements for 24-25, which is section 2 of page 5 of the annual governance and accountability return for the year ending 31st of March 2025. Members, any comments on that at all? No? I therefore propose to approve the accounting statements for 2025, 24-25. Seconder, Councillor Green. Speak, sorry, Councillor.
I just wanted to ask, when we have to publish this?
Members, what will happen is I've got a lot of documents, including the annual return, that need to go to a company called Mazars, who are the external auditor, and we do have to publish certain things, and yes, this is part of it, and it will go on our website as unaudited and then audited.
I just think that this one in particular, there may be people who might be quite interested.
Well, yeah, so as long as it does, then that's fine, yeah.
Okay.
Members in approval?
Yes.
Thank you.
Can I get you to sign that, please? Sorry.
Big X.
So I need to, this is the one before, and
Right.
just sign there.
Yeah.
Town clerk has signed already. Don't date it.
This Clark, I've got fiddler. Sorry, is that under my name?
Just sign it. Why is it like? And then
So I thought
again,
it just struck me.
and this is the actual accounting statements, and I
Right.
need you to sign there, please.
Okay.
Thank
Tony
you.
now. Make sure you get yourself sorted.
I'm sorted.
Right, item 9 of 5, to nominate a councillor to undertake financial regulation 2.6 at least once in each quarter and at each financial year end. A member other than the chair or the cheque signatory shall be appointed to verify bank reconciliations for all accounts produced by the finance officer. The member shall sign and date the reconciliations and the original bank statements or similar documents as evidence of this activity, including any exceptions, shall be reported to and noted by the Finance and General Purposes Committee. So, members, I need somebody other than my good self to be able to be a signature for this.
Chair, it can't be a signatory, so.
So that's me, David.
Councillor Green,
Tricia,
Councillor Austin,
and
Councillor
Councillor Crittenden.
Crittenden. This is to look at the finances, what were we looking at?
Yeah,
Sorry, I wasn't listening to you then. Was I?
None of us were.
Bank reconciliations, this is something that has just been brought into place for us, and we need to do it legally. So when the bank is reconciled each month, Councillor Green's aware of these, I will show whoever volunteers and you sign it off.
I should say, do not be afraid. You're in good hands.
So you're proposing yourself?
Yeah, I'll second that.
Yeah.
All in favour? Yes, thank you.
It's actually quite good for you to do it because you do come to the office quite
Yeah.
often for meetings.
As long as you can
Yeah.
write, you're all right. Sign your own name.
It's fine. Glad you say.
Right, move on to item 6, committee minutes, and to note the following committee minutes for approval by the respective committees. Planning and Infrastructure Committee, 4th of June 25, Asset Management Committee, 10th of June 25, and Town Promotion Committee, 11th of June 25. And members got any questions they want to ask about those minutes at all? Councillor Austin.
The Asset Management Committee meeting, which several of us missed because we had a clash with the TPC meeting.
Yeah.
There's an item under confidential matters where there'd been a verbal update from the town clerk, and there's no information there about what the verbal update
okay.
was. And I have failed to ask colleagues what the verbal update was. Am I okay to just drop a line to the town clerk and ask her?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's fine.
Unless you want
I can ask the town clerk to circulate. If you
to circulate to members.
Yeah, to members. If she's got something to circulate, yeah, absolutely.
Fab. Councillor Nixie.
It's to do with the Town Promotion Committee. I don't know if you're going to say this or not, but it was an excellent meeting with regards to the feedback from the Little Ships weekend from Rebecca and the amount of obviously the work that went in and the amount of goodwill that we got and freebies we got, which I think really ought to come to council, just how we were supported by various organisations, because it was phenomenal, as well as everybody, you know, working and everything. But there was an awful lot of people that did things that we suggested that we write and say thank you for, because it was incredible the amount of work that other people did on our behalf and so on and so forth, and for the town and what have you. But the other thing was too, because there was so much to unpack in that meeting, I suggested that we basically leave the how could we do this better to a completely different meeting, because that, and again, is quite a lengthy one. And I do think that if anybody wanted to come along when that's on the agenda at whatever point, you know, it would be good to have input. I don't know if it wants to be full council, but I think those two things, to be in a committee and for you not to be involved is understandable, but it also needs to, council needs to be aware of those two things, the goodwill that we got from the town and other organisations, even around the country, and also what we could do better, because it was phenomenal.
If we can ever do better than that.
Well, that's true.
But I think that's,
I
don't think that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
I think that's quite a good, it's a nice idea, let's put it like that.
I mean, I think to do better, I'm looking at in terms of management and efficiency as opposed to an outstanding weekend. Do you know what I mean? It's like it was very stressful and tiring for certain individuals involved, and therefore how could we streamline the process?
Yeah, but
it's just better.
I mean, my own view on that, Councillor Nixie, is that I think it was the nature of the beast, that when you get something like that, unless we get extra staff in or anything like that. But I quite agree that we should have a review of what went on. So can we?
But just to carry on though, it's not, there's a whole, this is why I wanted it in a different meeting, because there is so much to unpack in there, what could we do better? And I'm phrasing that badly, because I think what I'm also including in that is things like, what was the legacy from it? How did we use the, national media coverage? You know, what have we got that has now been represented for Ramsgate, because it really did put it on the map, and how are we utilising that, and who are we contacting next time? So it's not a case of, oh, let's have another one, let's make it better. It was a case of like, right, what went wrong that we could possibly fix? How did we use that, and so on and so forth. So basically it is the legacy from that, and just a good management to review something, isn't it?
Well, that's what I was saying. I think a wash-up, as you call it, after you have an event, a wash-up is a good thing. So that isn't. So I'll call it a debriefing wash-up, which should be good. Sorry, I've got certain people. Councillor Austin was in first, and I'll come.
Okay. I wasn't at that meeting, but I thoroughly agree that it was excellent weekend. It really went very, very well. One thing I want to suggest is that we ask for feedback from those partners as well as thanking them, because it really was a fabulous partnership for a different organisation. And then just chatting to people came up with suggestions on the street or whatever. You know, we could do such and such a thing another time or whatever. And I think gathering those things in while they're fresh would be really useful as well.
Councillor Green and Councillor Quinton.
It's not on this, it's on something else.
Oh.
Still dealing with this.
Okay.
I have my hand up since Councillor Austin was before, because
Sorry, I didn't see you. You must have been like that, because I didn't see it.
it's not like I just wanted to add that I would also like the same report, so because I also wasn't at the Asset Management Committee, so whatever that is.
Well, yeah, get it round to all councillors.
Right, okay, that's just wanted to clarify that. And the other one is, I just really wanted to agree with what Councillor Nixie was saying. You know, we actually had an excellent presentation from Rebecca about what had happened, and it would be, I think, very good to actually have that at a full council meeting. It was about 10 minutes in total, I think.
It was nearly 20, but all right.
Okay, maybe it was a bit longer than that. It was so interesting, the time flew by. But it also, in some extent, it was so soon after the event that there were some things that just couldn't be included quite at that point.
I think we'll talk to the town clerk about that, and because if it's going to be a long discussion, I don't want it on a normal agenda. I think it needs to have its own, bit. So we will deal with that.
And yes, and we did say that there was the learning to happen, but it was, we also did ask Rebecca to go away and do some more information gathering on that, so.
Thank you.
But yeah, so it's just really.
I just want Deputy Town Clerk to come in with.
Yeah, the resolution at town promotion there's quite a few points there, and it includes the thank you letter and coming back, etc., etc. So the clerk of that committee has put that in the resolution. So I'll just have a word with the
So at
town
least you
clerk.
know it's in minutes.
Yeah.
And that, well, I didn't know it was in the minutes till I just said.
Yeah.
So we'll get that done. Okay. Councillor Green, would you mind?
I should comment that I've queried with TDC whether they really want to charge us for loss of parking spaces for that day.
Well, is that on street parking?
Yes,
Well, it's KCC.
I haven't had a response.
No, it's KCC, and we have to collect, TDC has to collect the money for County Council, so it will not charge. That's Kent County Council want us to.
Well, we'll see what their response is.
Yeah, indeed.
Councillor Green, that invoice is still on hold. I haven't paid it.
I did have a couple of questions on the asset management.
Okay.
The bad news about the architect's view on the new fire strategy. I wanted to thank you and the town clerk for querying that and getting advice from TDC. And I wondered if there'd been any progress there.
I haven't. There has been an initial response from both Conservation Officer at TDC and Building Inspector, and the outcome was very positive in the fact that Radford House, obviously it's got a whacking great fire escape for the top floors, and but so the exits on the ground floor are absolutely fine. There isn't a problem with any of that. The fact that it appears that these architects have overlooked is that we've already changed the use and the use is operating. So therefore, as the use, according to the building inspector, as long as the use is operating, it's been in operation, you do not have to carry out those alterations, as they said. So when we get a formal response from TDC, then we will challenge the architect.
That's good news.
I did speak to Laura about this previously, so I haven't said that.
Yeah. So that's good news, David. Anything else?
Yeah, the cliff-top shelter. Has there been any response from TDC?
I haven't heard. So unless the town clerk's had any, I
haven't heard
haven't heard anything, David. No.
I'll ask the town clerk.
We'll ask that. Yeah, we'll come back to you on that. Yeah. Anybody else? Anything? So members, you've just asked to note those committee in the minutes. So members agreed to note them. Thank you. Right, item 7. Ministry of Housing, Communities and Local Government, MHCLG, Plan for Neighbourhood Areas. This is to receive a letter from TDC, which you should have there in front of you, to nominate a representative to be on the Ramsgate Neighbourhood Board. Council to decide upon whether to nominate a representative. A response to the question of whether a substitute can be nominated is awaited. The council is asked to also nominate a substitute in case this is permissible. This case, I am proposing Councillor Green to be the member on this. So I would ask if there is a seconder for that, please. Thank you. Is there anybody else who would want to put themselves forward for this? I would say that Councillor Green has been involved in this for some time, and that's the main reason. And I have to say, members, I have to own up to the fact that I already told Regen that Councillor was going to be.
Let's not just go home.
was going to be our representative because I wanted him to continue in that frame and it just seemed the right thing to actually do. So so we'll formally do it. All in favour, please show. Okay, that's carried. So Councillor Green is our representative, and I know that Councillor Green will ask the right and relevant questions as we go forward with this. So I think this is obviously really, really important for Ramsgate, and I'm thankful, David, for taking that on. Councillor Green.
Yeah, thanks for that. I can perhaps add a little bit about substitutes.
Okay.
I know that substitutes are possible on that committee because I know that the MP has asked whether she can occasionally have a substitute.
Okay.
And has been told she can. So that doesn't mean that we can, but
That's interesting because if an MP, how can you have you can't have a substitute MP, can you?
you can have a representative.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it's not an MP, is it? It's not. So that's just, I guess I know what that will be. Members, so what we need to do now is to decide who would want to be a substitute for Councillor Sean? Yeah, I must say we've also got Councillor Makinson who's also already put her name forward, and I would also maybe put my name forward. But
Could I add that KCC has
already got a representative, haven't they? Yeah, KCC have already got a rep on there, Trevor. So maybe you could be a stand-in for them.
The only reason I was asking is, do have a say on that? I know Councillor Green this, but do we have a say on that?
No, you can't. No, you're not in the board. You can't get into the board. It's the board who will make all the decisions about what they're going to spend their money. They spend that money on over the 10-year period. So
you have that input from me, and I will.
yeah, indeed.
I'm the representative.
Members, I mean no disrespect to Councillor Makinson whatsoever, but I would like to put myself forward for it as the chair of the council to step in for David if he's not there, and I just think it would be more that obviously Councillor Makinson is more than capable, but I just wanted to say that. But you know, but I'll stand by whatever you guys want. If someone proposes Councillor Makinson, we'll have a vote on that.
You'll have to check whether because TDC will have a representative.
Yeah, but I won't be there as TDC.
You'll have to check whether as a TDC cabinet member you're allowed. That's being quite.
They are, yes, they are. But I'll be there as the chair of Ramsgate Town Council, not there as a TDC councillor.
Do we have to make a decision tonight?
It's part of what's been asked, but I think until we to be quite honest, I think until we find out that a substitute can be made, we don't have to actually do that. So
I'd do the other way round. I'd rather vote you in and find out we can't do it, and then for it was.
okay, well, it's up to you guys.
So it's done and dusted. I propose that we get the chair to be the substitute. So
Seconded. Okay. All in favour? Thank you. Thank you very much. Right. Okay with that. And members, item 8, date and time of next meeting, Wednesday the 30th of July, 7 p.m. Thank you ever so much. And I tried to get it done before 7:30, but unfortunately I wasn't good enough.
No, according to my watch.
It's just about.
Well done.
Well done, members. Thank you, members of Ramsgate, for watching. Quick and painless.
might be there.